service. G-Smith, why we be swerving? Tato pack, we burn. Yeah. Hey, bitch, I got the pack, you know I'm service. Pulled up in your city, no I'm swerving. Pussy nigga talking like he get it, what he earning. Big bag, body bag, bitch, I'll leave you burning. $30,000 gonna get a nigga murk. Running through the money, bitch, I'll put you on a shirt. Big body bag, bitch, I'll put you on a map. Nigga talking, no, that nigga ain't been coming back. I've been getting money, niggas coming through the cash. While they talk about it, nigga got a mattress with the stash. $100,000, I'ma put that on your ass. Smoking nigga like you grass, hit that nigga in some ashes. Bitch, I got the classes. I've been wearing Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Cartier in my glasses. Niggas talking like they get it, they ain't got no class though. I've been running straight up through the money, grabbing rags though. They don't wanna see a nigga win, no, they been hating, bro. I've been getting money, why these pussy niggas waiting though? Fake nigga, you just dab, you be in the lane, nigga. Drop down, nigga, we ain't never played on stage, so yeah.
Spending too much time around Billy and Mandy. Grim Reaper, street sweeper, keep that Glock handy. Jamaican team, it's a shotter, do that job dandy. I'm a sicko though in savage mode, they mistaking me for Randy. Shit never sweet, spend my allowance on bullets instead of candy. Niggas pay me to allow them to breathe where they standing. Ain't nobody replacing me, there ain't no standing. These niggas can't stand it, that's why they tryna up and grab the cannon. Oh well, that shit won't fare well. Sayonara, farewell. A first class ride to hell. He said he coming for my head. My bad, I couldn't tell. He can't read the scoreboard. I doubt his forehead like it's braille. Like boom, now you poked up. Ooh, let it soak up. Ooh, I'm about to go nuts. Hold up like a donut. Wait a minute. They've been hating on me my whole life, so now it's so wet. Big nuts swinging like a pendulum. Bitch, go home.
Jetor. fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. Ride or die, 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 ride or die. Cody's brothers, my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta ride or die. Die.
sink. Finally, someplace I found peace. In the dark of night, tabletops counting nerves in the early hours. Stone cold inside, banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people. Chasing whatever kills. For so long I forgot how it feels. In the dark of night, tabletops counting nerves in the early hours. Stone cold inside, banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people.
She said we can crash and burn in paradise, would be nice. He said, don't you ever trust that girl's advice, think twice. I don't wanna think about it, got to set my worries free. If I'm flirting with the devil, would she wanna dance with me? And I'm sorry that you hate her, but I'm happy as can be, cause I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I don't wanna think about it. She said we can crash and burn in paradise, would be nice. He said, don't you ever trust that girl's advice. Think twice. I don't wanna think about it. Got to set my worries free. If I'm flirting with the devil, would she wanna dance with me? And I'm sorry that you met her, but I'm happy as can be. Cause I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I'm dancing with the devil and she's coming home with me. I don't wanna think about it.
A storm is loosed upon the sea, whose eye is stained with tears. A wretch hell-bound and bent on blood, the makings of the fearful spheres. The tide, it stole away her grace, but depths they wouldn't claim her. Toil begat by father's blood, this path was laid before her. Redemption born by brigand's blood, a blight upon the darkness. The pact embraced, the road unsought, the maiden of
Fuck discreet.
Service. G Smith, Ryan, we be swerving. Taxo pack, we burn. Yeah. Hey, bitch, I got the pack, you know I'm service. Pull up in your city, know I'm swerving. Pussy nigga talking like he get it, what he earning. Big bag, body bag, bitch, I leave you burning. $30,000 gonna get a nigga murk. Running through the money, bitch, I'll put you on a shirt. Big body bag, bitch, I'll put you on a map. Nigga talking, all that nigga ain't been coming back. I've been getting money, niggas coming through the cash. While they talk about it, nigga got a mattress with the stash. $100,000, I'ma put that on your ass. Smoking nigga like you grass, hit that nigga in some ashes. Bitch, I got the classes. I've been wearing Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Cartier in my glasses. Niggas talking like they get it, they ain't got no class though. I've been running straight up through the money, grabbing rags though. They don't wanna see a nigga win, no, they been hating, bro. I've been getting money, why these pussy niggas waiting though? Fake nigga, you just tap, you be in the lane, nigga. Drop down, nigga, we ain't never played on stage, sing it.
Man, my gun been spending too much time around Billy and Mandy. Grim Reaper, street sweeper, keep that Glock handy. Jamaican team, it's a shotter, do that job dandy. I'm a sicko though in savage mode, they mistaking me for Randy. Shit never sweet, spend my allowance on bullets instead of candy. Niggas pay me to allow them to breathe where they standing. Ain't nobody replacing me, there ain't no standing. These niggas can't stand it, that's why they tryna up and grab the cannon. Oh well. That shit won't fare well. Sayonara, farewell. A first class ride to hell. He said he coming for my head. My bad, nigga couldn't tell. He can't read the scoreboard. I doubt his forehead like it's braille. Like boom, now you poked up. Ooh, let it soak up. Ooh, I'm about to go nuts. Hold up like a donut. Wait a minute. They've been hating on me my whole life, so now it's so what? Big nuts swinging like a pendulum. Bitch, go home.
Jetor.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another AST3 Swiss stage match. This one will be between Amagami and Sad Boys. Joining me today is my lovely co-caster Kreitcher. How are you, my friend?
I'm feeling great after you throw my DBD games, but it's all good. We changed the topic.
That's exactly what I'm here for. Thank you for that, Kreitcher. That was what everyone wanted to know. So this is the 5th round of the Swiss stage. Both of these teams are fighting for a spot in the playoffs. Sad Boys, I believe, are 4-0. Amagami are 3-1. Two very strong teams. The winner here, I think, is basically guaranteed playoffs. Certainly, if Sad Boys win, they will be in playoffs. Amagami probably will make it to playoffs as well, based on resistance. So this should be a great match. Do you want to give us a quick roster rundown, Kreitcher?
Okay, no problem. So for Amagami we have Alice, Rage Quit New, Mayoyo, and I don't know who is that last person with the Chinese name. But anyway, for Sad Boys we have Brands, AKWW, Mr. Puppy Sneaks, Healy, and the last one is probably Saying, if I'm not wrong.
I believe the last one is Sayang, and I think the Chinese name is Metal Slime, for those who remember him from previous Amagami matches. This is going to be a one game on the LA server. Fairly high ping LA game, actually. One of the Amagami players is up at 200. We have Sayang up at 190, the Sad Boys. Rest of them around 170, so pretty high ping game. This campaign can be pretty tricky for survivors on high ping, especially. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few wipes. Certainly a lot of damage coming out throughout this match. While I have a moment here, just got a quick shout out from my boy Discreet. This goes to a very special lady in the chat who will remain unnamed, but I'm sure she knows who you is.
His surname starts with Anna, with A and ends with A, right?
It might. And Discreet just wanted to say, please give me a chance. So there you go. Give my boy Discreet a chance. He might have absolutely thrown the last tournament match, but I hear he's really funny and cute.
He deserves that. He deserves a chance.
He deserves at least a chance.
It might end after one day, but still.
Let's go then.
And also shout out to Jay for being the best admin in the community. Love you, puppy.
Yeah, for being the letter of the community.
So we are just going to wait for the last few ready-ups to come out from Mayuyu and Seong respectively. And we'll be getting live here.
Our favorite tweet chatter, I got long-armed, come on man, DL is here, so we are ready to watch.
The gang is all here. Fantastic.
We are not missing anyone. We are full, complete, ready to start.
Alright, just waiting for the last players to ready up. Now Healy's unready. I'm getting baited. You are welcome, Discreet. My PayPal is open, brother.
I hope Elliot says sex. How do you feel about that, buddy?
I can say sex. There you go, I just said it.
There you go, Jinman.
You are welcome, Jinman. If anyone wants me to say it again, once again, my PayPal is open. Please do reach out to me via DM. I also accept nudes as a form of payment.
Just one guys.
Any woman
about
and
that.
most hot men.
Things on fire. Let's get off this roof while we still can. Let's go then.
Alright, nearly ready. Seong is ready, Brands is ready, Snicks is ready. Let's go, Healy. Let's play some Left 4 Dead.
Come on, Healy. I have absolutely nothing to do after that, so... I mean, no, I will probably play DBD with my fellow caster, right?
And we are going live, and
Fuck
not a
you,
moment
cunt.
too soon. Boomer, Jockey, Hunter, Spitter is the first hit, and Amagami are not wasting any time. They go for the double drop, but they do get caught. Jockey and Hunter land, and actually quite a bit of damage coming out onto Mayuyu there. And a little bit onto Rage Quit Noob as well. Amagami nearly making it inside, but the Infected just catch, I think, the last survivor there with the Jockey.
We can get through here.
Sad Boys do get the nice sack order, but Alice is just gone. They've already dropped the Charger. Gets a double charge, but does get cleared. There is going to be quite a lot of spit damage coming out, though, onto the 3 survivors. Alice, fortunately, was able to stay out of it, but fair bit of damage coming out. Mayuyu, YOLO, and Rage Quit Noob all chipped down to around 60, 65 health. And Alice is still on the nice clean 100. Survivors taking their time here. They want to kill all of the common. It looks like they want to push out with the tank spawn. There is a boomer, so they have to be a bit careful. Charger's pre-spawn, Jockey's pre-spawn. That wall is bangable. Jockey lands onto Mayuyu. The Charger's going to get a slam, and the Hunter's going to get a scratch, and the 2-boom lands in the back. Mayuyu is slow, but I think with no common, with no infected, the tank won't go in. The tank is going to be up in the hands of Healy. Taking his time, waiting for his infected friends to spawn up. Charger, Jockey, Smoker is the set. They might look to sack the charge. Looks like they are not. They are going to be committing with these spawns. Healy bringing his hittable in. He's taking about 1,000 chip. Oh, that hittable was close. Nice pull onto Ellis, though. He is going to be able to get, I think, a pretty early down here onto Ellis, who didn't take his pills. So he is down with 3 punches, and the tank has still got lots of health. He's going to get Coach as well. Coach takes another punch. He's down. Charger does miss. But the jockey's still alive, and there's only 2 survivors. This tank has so much health left on Healy. He's whiffing. Oh, are they going to be able to kill him? It looks like they are just about going to be able to kill him. There's so much damage coming out. My Yu and Alice managing to kite the tank away. But that was looking pretty dicey. Rage Quit Noob and YOLO going down pretty early. The tank still had about 3,000 health by the time he got those 2 downs. Hunter is going to get the early pounce onto Rochelle as well, and they still haven't cleared her. Clear that Hunter. My Yu gets stumbled by the boom as well, and he takes a lot of damage, and the death spit. Pulled into the death spit was Coach. And this is looking a bit sheesh from Amagami. They still have about 50% DB, and they are just going. Unfortunately, my Yu is slow, so there is going to be one more hit. Charger's pre-spawned behind, however, though. And I don't think he's going to be able to do anything. He sends the long charge and actually does land with the jockey and the Hunter. And that is even more damage coming out. My Yu goes down in front. YOLO takes a lot of damage. He's going to get hit by Common.
Oh, come on now. You can't stay
Wow.
down here.
Wow.
Used to killing shit.
Thanks.
Survivors finally limp it into the safe room. With only 68 bonus. And although this is a 1-game neutral on LA, I think with this tank spawn, you would expect, you would certainly hope to make it with a little bit more bonus as Survivor. I think Sad Boys are going to be looking to take an early lead here.
They even aiming at.
I have visual. Evacuation zone is clear.
So we are going to go live with the second half of map 1. Sad Boys going for a fast drop as well. They don't go for the double drop, however. And they do skeet the Hunter, do clear the jockey, the spit's behind them. They manage to get away. Quad boom lands, and they pick the spit. I'm not sure what the spitter was doing, just standing there in the middle of the hole. And so now there is no spitter for this next hit.
Down here.
This is going to be a quad, but I'm not even sure that Amagami are going to have it in time. Sayang has just ran. Oh, but they get the pull? No, not quite. Not quite able to get the smoke. Charger's going to get 2 punches and land onto Coach, but that was a very good take by Sad Boys, considering the ping and considering how nasty those chokes can be. Sad Boys are very healthy, and they're going to spawn this tank up no issues at all. Spit is going to get a couple of ticks onto Healy. Jockey spawns behind, gets shut down. And that is it. Pretty much all of Amagami's damage is going to have to come from this tank and the last hit they get outside the safe room. And Sad Boys still have over 1,000 bonus. So YOLO has definitely got to make things happen with this tank. He's trying to bring the second hittable with him, but doesn't look like he's having much luck. Is he going to try one more time? And he's just going to have to give up on it. He is going to go second pass. So he's just going to commit with the 1 hittable and a 3 cap. Hunter Smoker Charger. And he's getting stuck in his hittable. Oh, he's taking so much chip, he's not even going to be able to get the hittable now. Sad Boys have kited back early. Healy cuts the tongue. Well played. Oh, he's whiffing on Healy. He's whiffed 3 punches on Healy. Oh, dearie me. This is gonna be a no-hitter. What happened? The support all went in. And wasn't able to land anything, and now the tank goes AI. Uh-oh. That is a no-hitter tank coming out from Amagami. YOLO missing 3 punches on Healy. And Sad Boys looking like they're going to make a 1,500 point map on map 1. This is the biggest bonus I've ever seen on this map in a competitive match. Smoko looks like he's going to pull from in front. Spit does separate them, but the jockey gets M2'd by Healy. Massive M2. Is able to clear Snicks. And that is it. The survivors are going to make it in with 920 bonus.
You guys aren't so damn bad.
And that is a huge lead. Oh dear. Amagami. Not looking good so far. Eating too much damage on Survivor and... well, infected. What do we say about that? There is certainly still a lot of points to play for in the remaining 3 maps. But I can't help but worry about the mental damage, the emotional damage that would come out from getting a no-hitter in that area. Pretty instant ready-ups coming out of Amagami. Just waiting for the last few ready-ups from Sad Boys, and we'll be going live on the second map here. Sad Boys ahead by nearly 900 points after the first map. First hit is a Hunter Jockey 2-2. And it looks like the Infected are going to wait for the survivors to come out. Nice Arc Boom lands, Jockey lands, Hunter lands. That's a nice 2-cap. And then the Boomer Stumble. And actually big damage coming out onto Brands and Healy.
This gameplay kinda reminds me of Athena playing DPD. That's your shut up.
Thank you for that, Cruncher. So the survivors taking quite a bit of damage on a simple 2-2.
Search these rooms. Might be something we can...
And the Charger does get the spawn, unfortunately isn't able to land the charge. I think he got a scratch. Oh, and Healy with the skid onto Rage Quit Noob. Very nice. And the survivors are able to push forward. There is a lot of common behind them. They might want to chill and clear some of that before they spawn this tank. It looks like Seong is shooting some of the common, but there is still more to come. Boomer does get shut down this time.
Reloading.
The tank is going to be up in about 5%. Jockey, Charger, Spitter, and the last spawn is the Hunter. Spit goes for the pre-spit onto the truck. Charger does land, and Hunter lands in the back. Unfortunately, the Spit had already spat. Not entirely sure why. But not bad damage coming out from Amagami on those first few hits. Brands is slow at 31 health, so he will have to take pills. And Rage Quit Noob goes straight for the hittable. Nice boom landing in the back, actually. 2 boom. And those common do have a tendency to trickle for quite a while. And that hittable is in. And the survivors might be looking to go all the way back. It looks like they are going to stay. Healy goes for a little bit of chip. They're going to fight it inside the cafe. It's not a bad idea, but they haven't done enough chip to the tank, I don't think. The tank is going to not be able to catch anyone, though. Nice movement by the survivors, pushing out in front of the cafe. And now the tank is completely alone. All of the spawns actually got shut down. I didn't even realize. I saw the smoker die. All of the spawns were killed. The tank is completely alone. Oh my goodness, the hittable nearly lands onto Healy. Does get a punch onto Brands. Make it 2. It's going to go for another one onto Snicks. Completely whiffs the rock. And this tank is down to 300 health. Rock doesn't land onto Healy. And the survivors are just going to go forward. And they are just going to fight it in this room. They know the tank is very low. Actually, never mind. They're just going to go forward. Tank is dead. And that is another, frankly, very good take by Sad Boys. I think that was only 2 punches landing.
These zombies should help you swallow.
Sad Boys showing up on their survivor. Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Spitter is the set. And they are going to send it. The Jockey gets melted. Hunter eventually lands, but not before the Spit had already spat and the Charger missed. So, only a little bit of damage coming out. And this is starting to look pretty grim here for Amagami. A lot of bonus still left here for Sad Boys, and the rest of the map should be fairly straightforward. The Jockey goes in for a scratch. Looks like the Infected are just going to sack for a better set. Not entirely sure if they needed to go there. This Horde is infinite. And Brands is bleeding. They could have waited it. They do send the hit.
Reloading! I can still hear it in my head, but I think the alarm is on.
Hunter, Jockey, Charger, Spitter. Healy is baiting me. About to say he's just going. Hunter Jockey is pre-spawned in front. I think the Infected need to go kind of soon while the... Oh, and they do go. As soon as I turn around, the Hunter lands onto Healy. Jockey doesn't land, but the Charger does. Unfortunately, doesn't get the stumble. Actually gives Healy quite a few God frames. So, about 100 bonus coming off on that hit. Not bad damage, but I don't think it's enough considering how far behind they already are on Amagami. They're going to send, I think, the last hit of the round here. Pull does go onto Healy, but gets instant cleared. Hunter, again, lands onto Healy, but gets cleared pretty quickly, and so does the Jockey. Nice quick cleans from Sad Boys. And I believe that is them making it into the elevator. And indeed it is. 728 bonus on map 2. Not quite as much as they had on map 1, but still nearly 3,000 points after 2 maps in a neutral server game. LA server game is very impressive from Sad Boys. I think Amagami are gonna have to try and at least match the bonus this round if they want to stand any chance of mounting a comeback on maps 3 and 4.
Yeah, I hear one of them spitters.
Look out!
Jockey's flying it in, does land onto my Yu. The Hunter does get skeeted, but the stumble, oh, not quite. I think the Hunter got stuck inside the Jockey's hitbox there for a moment. But the survivors do take that first hit pretty cleanly, a lot more cleanly in fact than Sad Boys did.
Search these rooms. Might be
And
somewhere
they
you
are
need.
going to push out of the room as well before the second hit is up.
Reloading.
So we are seeing the go-go from Amagami. This is arguably one of their biggest strengths and one of their biggest weaknesses as a team is that W key. They are slowing down here inside the cafe, killing Common behind, and just preparing for the next hit. Jockey flies in, Smoker is going to get a pull in front, Hunter lands, Charger does miss at the back, but the Jockey does land. Ooh, that looked close for a moment. The Charger did end up missing. But the other 3 spawns did land. Maybe not quite at the same time. Amagami looked like they want to chip this tank. He is going to try and come through the front, through the burger tank. And I don't think Amagami want to let him get to his hittable for free at all. And this is nice aggression from them. Snick's taken a few hundred already. Boomer gets shut down at the back. There's no boom. The survivors super aggressive on this tank. I don't think he's going to be able to go for his hittable. He simply does not have the frustration. So survivors do start to back up. He's thinking about it, but no, he's thought better of it. He is just going to have to chase the survivors. Amagami might go for the AI here. It looks like they are opting to stay and chip. Rage Quit Noob getting a clip into him. He's down to 5,000 health already. And he is committing without a hittable. Amagami just needs some good movement. Oh, and the Zaborn's not to land. Nick does get punched. And Rage Quit Noob gets pounced. Another punch landing. And then a rolling 2-cap in the back. Charger was fortunately cleared. So this is no more support for the tank. But he is going to get a rock and a punch onto Coach. And one more does get the down. And another punch. Oh, nearly.
Stop shooting me.
Oh man.
Snicks.
I don't see you like this. Come on now. Yeah, let me help you.
Does die.
Thanks.
But not before dishing out quite a bit of damage onto the survivors. I think that was 4 or 5 punches and a rock. And Amagami, really good early aggression, really good early chip, forced him to commit without the hittable, but unfortunately they just aren't able to deal with the spawns nearly as efficiently as Sad Boys are. I think the Smoker, Hunter, and Charger all landing for various amounts of damage and setting up the tank to get punches.
Hey, this here is some bullshit.
Amagami do still have a higher bonus for now, but that might change as the Charger doesn't manage to land onto Rochelle. The Jockey does get shut down. Okay, so Mayuyu does manage to avoid the charge and the Jockey. And the survivors survive another hit. 812 bonus is what Amagami have currently. Sad Boys made it into the safe room with 728. So at best, Amagami will tie the round as the next hit's going to come in. Smoker does get Ellis. The Charger misses unfortunately and the Jockey gets shut down. And a nice skeet by Mayuyu onto the Hunter. Charger's going for a bunny hop. Doesn't manage to land a scratch unfortunately. But enough damage has been done with that hit alone. The survivors will lose this round. And Sad Boys will increase their lead. The question now is by how much? Hunter, Spitter, Jockey, Boomer. Not the most dangerous set. as we do get a pause coming out. Looks like Mayuyu is not moving. Oh, and now he is.
This ain't how I thought it would go.
Mayuyu, can he get the skeet? He cannot, unfortunately. Does get pounced and jockeyed and takes more damage. Bonus now down to 658 for Amagami.
Reloading here.
Ready for this?
Still okay, but not enough for them to start making the comeback. And they are going to send another hit quickly. The Charger doesn't manage to land, but the Hunter does, again onto Mayuyu. And with the Spit and the Charger Punch, he is going to go down, and the Charger gets another 2 scratches. Amagami really struggling with shutting down these spawns. They just were not in position on top of the railing. And that was nearly 150 bonus coming off on that last hit. Amagami make it into the safe room, but their lead, or rather their deficit, is increasing. $2,848 to 1,744. An 1,100 point gap with only 2 maps left to play. So this is basically, I would say, a must-wipe map for Amagami. And it's a very late tank, 83%. I believe this is the latest possible tank spawn on this map. Sad Boys will be able to stop the event and kill all of the common before spawning the tank if they choose to play it that way.
Spec up, man.
I did, man. Oh, as a skeet comes out from Papi Snicks, and the rest of the hit got completely shut down. I think maybe only 1 tick of spit. And a single boom, but the survivors are going, and they are going to make it through these offices before the hit is up. Snicks is in the back a little bit. The Infected going to try and play on him. The Jockey's thinking about it. Does land for a bit, but unfortunately the Charger was not able to find a spawn. And so that is just a dead Jockey. Smoker goes for a pull around the corner, but instant cleared. Literally instant cleared by Healy. 0.00. And those are the type of quick cleans that we've been seeing from Sad Boys on this match. And Alice, Charger, gets chipped down to half health. It's going to be very difficult for him to land. The Hunt and the Spit. The Spit gets M2'd. He's not able to get his Spit off. The Charger does get a scratch, but the Spitter doesn't get the Spit off. They nearly were able to make the pound Spit work.
A movie theater? Man,
fortunately, nearly
when I saw that zombie movie.
Isn't good enough. And Sad Boys continue to dominate on their Survivor round. Jockey's pre-spawned up top. Hunter's flying in. Smoker does get a pull onto Snicks. Hunter finally lands, but again, the Spitter had already spat. Smoker got cleared, Jockey got killed.
I'm opening the gate.
And that is Sad Boys continuing through the map. They are going to start the event.
Game on, baby.
Charger. Charger gets melted, Spitter spits into the glass and dies. Boomer gets popped. Jockey actually does land for a bit of damage onto Seung. That is it for that hit. The Sad Boys are still really healthy here. And it looks like Amagami are going to wait for the survivors to push forward.
Weapons going with machine gun.
They know that this is probably their best chance of getting damage on this whole map. Save, of course, for the tank. The event is infinite, so Sad Boys will have to go forward. And it looks like they are going to go around the back way into the fancy tramp department store. Named after a certain someone in chat, I believe.
Reloading.
The Smoker goes for the pull in front, isn't able to land, but the Charger, does miss. They are able to get the pounce spit onto Snicks for a bit of damage. But again, probably not quite as much as they were hoping for. Not quite as much as they were expecting. And the survivors are going to spawn the tank. They did turn the event off. And I think they are going to be totally fine. Tank spawns very far away. Any lingering common can be dealt with. Jockey gets a little more damage onto Kevin. Hunter... Oh no. Hunter is down to 3 HP and gets deagled. Tank is up in the hands of my Yu. Boomer, nice try, but does get shut down. Charger, Smoker, and I believe the last spawn will be a Jockey. The survivors are all playing down the bottom. None of them are up in the Jazz Club. So this tank is going to commit with basically full health. He's down to 5k now. Early pull doesn't land, but he does get a really fast punch onto Nick. That's Brands, and he is not going to get away. Takes his pills. Okay, he is punched away finally, but not before taking a lot of damage. He's going to get pulled as well. Does get cleared. And the remaining survivors are able to kite the tank out.
Okay, that's gonna
And that is a dead tank.
I am not gonna die down here.
A bit of damage, quite a bit of damage going out onto Brands, but the remaining survivors all happy and healthy. And this is another fat bonus for Sad Boys, as we are going to get a quick pause. Hunter is going to... No! Not gonna land onto Snicks, who was boomed and facing the other way. That is unfortunate.
Reloading.
Puppy Snicks is just uncappable, it seems. Doesn't need to see or hear the infected. And this will be the last hit of the round for Amagami, and I think it's going to be a rushed one. Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, Charger. No spit.
Up this ladder.
Don't worry.
Boomer is going to get an arc onto Kevin. The Charger is into the safe room. Alright, so the Charger's pre-spawned in the safe room. Hunter does land for a little bit of damage onto Brands. Does get cleared. Charger. Oh no, he gets the door closed on him. My UUY. and doesn't
Let's not
get
shoot
anything.
each
Gets
other.
2 stumbles, the spitter misses, gets 1 scratch onto Healy. And oh, there is a jockey. Jockey does get him 2'd.
What the hell are you doing up there? Get
And that'll be it. Oh, wait, someone just broke their ankles. Kevin
Oh, hell yeah.
fell off the ladder, losing a little bit more bonus, but still 712 for this map. And Sad Boys are putting on an absolute statement here. 4,260 points in 3 maps on pretty high red ping is very impressive. And now Amagami are gonna have to have one of the best rounds of their lives. They want any chance of bringing it back on the finale. It is gonna be a quad sack. Oh, a little bit more damage for Snicks as the survivors jump into this spit. And they leave the boomer up. Keely has chosen not to spectate and kill the boomer. He is going to get a despawn for it. As he does land the reboom, the charger comes in, does get cleared. Hunter and Jockey get shut down pretty quickly, and Anna, PogChamp, coming in with the 5 gifted subs.
Thank you so
Anna.
much.
Big kisses. She is far better than either you or I deserve, Kreitzer.
Yeah, absolutely.
A movie theater? Man, to think I laughed when I saw that zombie movie.
Pog shampoo, indeed.
Smoker.
They are going to go for a pull charge onto Coach, and they do land it. And, oh, nearly get the slam as well. Onto YOLO, gets scratched and takes a lot of damage. And that is YOLO down to 50 health. The rest of the survivors are all healthy, but damn, big damage.
Gives a man a haircut while he buys himself some pants. I'm opening the gate.
The next hit does come in, and the Charger is just beating Ellis to death. My goodness. Some of these clears from Amagami are just not really fast enough, especially when compared to the clears from Sad Boys. As now YOLO and Rage Quit Noob are hovering around that 50 health mark. And it looks like Sad Boys want to go again. The spit does land in the jockey. They're going to jockey Ellis into the spit. That's more damage coming out onto Rage Quit Noob. I think he's going to have to pop his pills to keep up with his team, who are already off and running. He doesn't want to pop, but this just means that Sad Boys are going to get another hit. Amagami looks like they're just a bit aimless. They don't seem to know what they want to do. They're just going to take another hit as the double charge lands from Brands, in-capping Rage Quit Noob and the jockey. Oh no, 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 no. Nick does finally stop the event. And they do spawn the tank, but this is a lot of pre-tank damage coming out onto Amagami. Boomer waddles it in and gets a 2-boom as well. Not sure if the survivors just didn't know where he was, but he just walked in behind them and wasn't popped. And because of that boom landing, there are still common trickling in, and the tank is going to take every advantage of that and commit. Smoker gets an early pull onto Mayuyu, and he does not get cleared. This is going to be a down onto Mayuyu almost instantly. 3 punches, and that is it. He's now going to retarget for Ellis. Charger does miss, but that is 2 in caps, and a very healthy tank still in play. They do kill the Smoker, and the Rock misses. Alright, so they are... Look at this DBD going on from Coach. Is finally punched and downed. And this tank is still alive. He's still got 600 health. Alice is trying to kill him, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. There's a jockey above him. Tank throws a rock, and the jockey's just around the corner. He's pistoling the tank. He must be out of ammo. Oh no. Hunter's flying in, does land, and I don't think any of the survivors can clear him. And that is gonna be a wipe, and that is gonna be the game. Unfortunate for Amagami, just really not able to deal with the hits. Tank had about 200 health left, but still had over 3,000 health left when he got the second down. A really nice early pull and in cap onto Mayuyu, just not respecting the Smoker from the Jazz Club. And unfortunately, I think that is game. It is maybe not mathematically impossible, although maybe is mathematically impossible. But in practical terms, I think a 2,000 point difference is just too much for one map. Priest Bit does come out, but another instant clear by Healy onto Puppy Snicks. He does get pounced for 3 damage and then gets cleared. And the survivors are going to continue pushing forward. Sad Boys are going to look for 5,000 plus points. This would be an excellent score in a green ping game. They are really showing up in this match and frankly outclassing Amagami quite convincingly. Spitter Hunter Charger Jockey is the set. Hunter is pre-spawned around the corner. Snicks M2's the jockey but does get pounced. And the spit lands. And a nice stumble from the Charger. So that is good damage. 55 going out onto Snicks on that hit. Well played by the Infected.
Reload, watch out.
Unfortunately, it is too little too late as far as the match is concerned. Nothing left to play for but pride. The Infected are going to send another hit. Nice arc boot lands. Hunter lands onto Coach. Pull onto Ellis. Jockey and Boom are distracting. And this tongue has still not been cleared. Quite a bit of damage going out onto Kevin and some more onto Snicks, who is now slow.
Get ready. Look out.
Oh, and someone's saying they can't hear me in chat.
That's a lie because my stream works perfectly.
Alright. Sorry, I don't mean to call you a liar, my friend, but you're lying.
I know you wanted to, because you take every chance to bully me in public. Right, fellow?
Not even talking about you!
Anyway.
If you actually can't hear me, please do let me know. But I'm assuming it's all fine. As an arc boom does go out onto Kevin up top on the COVID ball, and they are going to win-cap Snicks with a pound spit.
I'm a reload.
Good damage. One in-cap before tank. They might be able to get a little bit more. I think they have time for one more hit before the tank is up. Maybe try and get Brands off 5 punches. As it is a good set. They need to send it, I think, basically now before the tank is up. Charger's gonna spawn and just get absolutely melted, but they do land the pounce onto Brands and indeed do bring him off 5 punches.
Okay, that one hurt.
The final tank, or potentially the final tank, we might see one more. Oh my goodness! One of the final tanks for Amagami is up in the hands of Alice, and he is going to commit the COVID ball from underneath. And he does get it in very nicely. Alice has played Tetris before. And it looks like the Sad Boys are going to stay in the pool area. They aren't scared of the hittable. 2Boom does come out, and nope, the Sad Boys are out of there. This is what I thought they might do. They are going to loop the tank around. Oh no, and the Hunter gets absolutely melted, but a jockey does land. He's going to get an early punch and then a double onto Coach and Rochelle. Another punch onto Rochelle. Another punch onto Brands. Nick is going to go down, and one more. The reboom lands and Alice decommits, dies. So a bit of damage coming out there. That's probably the best tank we've seen from Amagami so far, in fact, in terms of damage. This Crutcher is a rat IRL.
Nice spin, Anna. By the way.
This is what happens when you give women admin. I've learned that mistake many times.
Thank you, Elliot, for the life advice. I will probably think about everything again.
As the hit does come in, we go back to talking about Left 4 Dead for a moment and stop being fools. A little bit of damage coming out from, I believe, just a free spit and some smoke. Smoker damage. I don't think the charger landed.
My boy did the 8 calling you out. Good job, Josh.
As we continue to talk about Left 4 Dead, because that's what we're here for, not women.
Right. Yeah, there
are any women in chat, please add me. I'm 5-0.
Same. Please add me.
As we are gonna get the last tank of the game for Amagami. Sad Boys are gonna rotate back to the pool. The hittable is still in a very scary position, so I think they will have to loop once again as the charger gets absolutely gobbled by Snicks. And a lot of smoke damage coming out onto Healy. Sorry, I think that was Kevin as well.
Reloading.
And the final tank is up in the hands of Mayuyu. And the Sad Boys are pretty beaten up. They are all going to be slow after Snicks pops... Sorry, all going to be fast after Snicks pops his pills. But both Healy and Seong are 2 punches.
I wonder why Mayu's name is Shape of You.
Good song. Any Ed Sheeran fans?
I'm in love with the shape of you.
Thank you, Kreitcher.
You're welcome.
And it looks like Mayu is just going long. He's going to try and bleed out both Brands and Snicks. And they're gonna send another hit, so he's definitely playing for Rock, and oh my goodness, that was close. As the Charger falls into the pool. So unfortunately, Mayuyu wasn't able to get a rock, but Healy is now slow. And Mayuyu really hasn't taken that much chip, actually. Less than 500. Alright, he is now second pass, and it looks like he is going to have to commit. They are committing with a boomer. He's going to whiff on the hittable. Unfortunately, not able to get it in, and he's down to 3,000 health already. His survivors are just melting. The tank, the smoker pull onto the survivor who's getting punched away. That looked wacky. He's down, Mayuyu. Get out of there. And Mayu does decommit. Nice 3-boom is going to buy him a lot of time with the common. And he's going to go for a recommit. Rock onto Snicks, who does eat it like a champ. Followed by 2 punches and does get in-capped. Coach, Healy, I think, does go down again, and Brands does die in the back. They are able to kill the tank, but I think that that will be the wipe shortly after. As the jockey does land onto Seong, and that'll be the round over. Sad Boys killing the second tank, albeit just, and surviving, or rather making, the total score for this map 4,912, which really is a fantastic score, especially given the ping. And now we are finally going to go live with Amagami's Map 4 Survivor. Unfortunately, nothing left to play for but Pride itself. Hunter doesn't get skeeted by Mayuyu. He is going to get spat on, and the boomer pop on him, taking a lot of damage. YOLO taking a little bit as well. That is 42 spit damage. 42 spit damage off 1 hunt spit is a little bit unlucky. And by unlucky, I mean poorly played. Oh, the hunter just dies. Not quite sure what that was about, but they do land the spit charge, and Mayuyu is enjoying the POS 1 experience. Shout out to all my POS 1 enjoyers in chat, and see you in there, DDA. Any other POS 1 enjoyers?
Yeah, he's on a bench.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Hunter gets skeeted, but a jockey lands onto Nick, and again, a little bit more damage coming out. These aren't exactly the quick cleans that you might be hoping for.
Reloading.
Survivors are able to start the event.
God damn it,
Mayuyu is sitting at 40 health on the dot. He needs to take absolutely no damage for the remainder of these hits. And the charger lands. The survivors choosing to kite back into their teammates rather than forward and left into the office. Not sure that that's the right play. It allows the charger to walk all the way in. He does get a scratch and a land. And Mayuyu did go slow on that hit as well, taking I think a couple of ticks of spit. Pre-spit comes out in the back. They are able to avoid it, but poor Ellis gets smoked off the edge. Clear this man! As Rage Quit Noob takes about 20 damage from Smoker. And the survivors are now going to rotate over to the pool. First tank of map 4 will be up in the hands of Seong. Hunter does get skated by Mayuyu. Charger misses. Spit has nothing to spit on, and that is a good take.
Reloading.
And the tank is up. Seong is able to cross for free. The survivors, did they not see him? Didn't manage to get any chip on him. And he is just bee-hopping all over the place. Look at this. Oh! Unfortunately wasn't able to line up the hittable. He needs to be a little bit careful here. Don't want to get pushed out of the map. That absolutely can happen with this hittable clipping on the tank's hitbox. But he gets it in. And gets it in quite cleanly as well. The survivors look like they're already set to rotate. One more punch and the COVID ball is into the pool area. And oh my god, Mayuyu nearly walked into it. Survivors are rotating. They do not want to mess around with that hittable, and I don't blame them. They're going to go for another rotation back to the other side. Interesting. The hittable is right below them, but the tank is pretty far. Because of how quickly he got the COVID ball in, he is not...
Are they trying to AI this tank?
It looks like they are trying to play for an AI. I was going to say he's not at danger of getting AI'd. I might have been wrong, but no, they are able to set up a punch for him with the pounce landing onto Nick. Nick does get out of the corner, but they don't body block for him. He takes his pills. So he is going to spend more time punching him as the survivors get into the tank's back. He turns around, spreads damage onto Ellis, and oh, one more big double punch. Gets 2 in caps. And Coach is still pulled, help him! Oh, that last punch. I felt it in my soul.
You are welcome.
And that is just huge damage coming out from that tank. All 4 of the survivors are going to be bleeding. As the charger flies in, doesn't manage to land onto Alice, gets a scratch.
Reloading.
And this is the quad sack for Sad Boys. Can they end this match with a bang, as it were? Jockey lands, Charger lands, Hunter lands, the Smoker lands, but the Jockey did, or I think, sorry, the Charger did get cleared just in time. But still, big damage coming out, and Ellis goes down to a common. Survivors rushing the pickup on their teammates before the next hit is up. This is looking rather grim as the boom does land onto 1. Jockey's hopping it in from nowhere and does die. And the tank is up again, I believe, in the hands of Kevin. He gets to play 2 tanks in a row. Lucky for him. And Mayuyu is only 1 punch, unfortunately. And the tank is going to go for a greedy rock. Doesn't manage to land it. Mayuyu is not able to keep up with his teammates, of course, being slow. A full rock coming out from Kevin does land onto Nick with the help of the Smoker. Nice punch onto Ellis. They do get the skeet. They do manage to clear the charge, but the tank is going to go back and finish what the Charger started. Left, right, good night. Wait, what happened to Coach?
I have no idea. He got punched and he died.
Where'd he go? I can't even see Coach's body. Oh, he's in the far corner.
Yeah.
Looks like Coach died to full damage, and Mayuyu is kind of styling on the tank a bit. Does get the punch onto Alice. Full rock from
full
Kevin.
rock, baby. And that's a GG.
That is a GG. So, frankly, very convincing win coming out from Sad Boys at the end of the day, 4,912 to 2,786. Amagami, I believe, moved to 3-2, while Sad Boys are one of only 2 teams left at 5-0. Do you know what the other team is, Kreitzer? I don't.
I don't know. Who knows?
I'll have to check it later. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Very impressive play for Sad Boys. Unfortunately, not one of the closer matches we've seen this week. But an impressive display nonetheless. I believe there are a couple more matches still to be played this round.
Yeah, there are a few more, but yeah.
So
very
there will be
late. 2 a.m.
A few more matches this round in, several more hours. And then I believe that'll be it for round 5. And we'll be heading into round 6 next week, the final round of the Swiss stage. And we will find out which teams make it to playoffs and which teams do not. Thank you all for watching. And I will let you sign us off. Hang on, can Elliot end the stream with a cute kiss? Mwah! There's my cute kiss.
That was
Gretchen?
to me, by the way.
That was to you. Thank you for giving it back.
You're welcome. Alright, we off. Have a good day, everyone, and thanks for watching.